Hi, welcome to Todd's Tips. I'm Todd Barsness, a full-time voiceover talent, and Todd's Tips is a feature of VO Marketing Pro. Now, if you'd like more information about VO Marketing Pro or anything else related to voiceover, just visit our Facebook page, website, or contact us via email. The links are located here.
Hello and welcome into the studio. I'm Hudson Barsness. That's my dad, Todd Barsness. We're both full-time voiceover talents, actors, artists, you name it, we're it. But we're part of VO Marketing Pro. We run a business for direct email marketing related stuff to voice talents. And Dad's been doing, voiceover 14 years now?
Coming up on my anniversary. We'll be starting my 15th year in August.
Yeah, and I just started my 4th year of full-time in April of this year. So Dad, over the last 9 years, has made 6 figures or above. The last 7 years have been $200,000 or above. The last 4 years have been $300,000 or above in earnings only in voiceover. So he's maybe got something that you can latch onto, maybe something you can instill into your business that would help out. Dad does Todd's Tips. That's what we're going to do right now. We do give our numbers each week because we think it's important to give a little bit of proof of what your business strategy is and that it works. So that's why we do that. Last year I made $45,000. This year I'm going for $80,000 in voiceover, and we'll see where I land. Right now I'm a little bit behind, but we'll talk about that in the numbers later. So let's get into Todd's Tips.
So we've had Todd's Tips, and underneath that umbrella, we've done do's and don'ts, and we're going to get back to those in the next week or so. But I just have been working the last 6 weeks, and this is the 7th week, on the 7 building blocks of VO success. It's building blocks go from the ground floor up, and we've been working from the ground floor up. The first one is who I listen to. That's the most critical building block of any kind of success, but we're talking about voiceover business success. Then the second building block is mindsets. What are your mindsets? Critical to success in business, success in life, success in voiceover business. The third thing is the all-important business mindset. We're in business, and so it's critically important for us to think like a business and act like a business and perform like a business and set our standards. Because if you're in business, then you're in it to make money, to turn a profit. And that allows you to be able to say, how successful is my business? And how successful is this other person's business? And there's some tangible, objective way to do that. The fourth thing is processes. And we always say have a simple process that works or a simple plan that works, and then keep working that plan. Then marketing. Marketing is the lifeblood of our business. We've got to get our word out there, got to get our demos out there. And so that's critically important that we have marketing in place. And then, of course, a quiet place to record is critical, having good professional equipment, the best equipment that you can afford. And that's what we talked about last week. We are to number 7, the top of our building blocks. And remember, these are logical in order, not chronological. You need to be working on these things all throughout. But logically, they go from who will I listen to all the way up until the one we're doing today, which is performance. That's basically backwards with what you hear today from most coaches. Most coaches focus on performance. And it's important, as we'll talk about. So performance, performance, performance. This has been the unrelenting mantra of coaches, conferences, and content creators, and for good reason. Of course, for good reason. You're a voice actor. Actors must know how to act. And that seems right. It's almost like a duh, of course. What else? Of course actors have to act. And I agree, pretty much. First, if you want to compete in the genres of animation and cartoon characters and video games and lots of very big name, high profile commercial work, even e-learning, there's a demand for acting. for acting skills. You better be able to act. Your performance skills have to be sharp. Second, if you want to outpace the more and more sophisticated AI voices that are being generated, you better be able to bring the human element to the script and connect with your audience as a human to stand out. Otherwise, you're going to be replaced. And so these things are important as far as, acting coaches. This is true. This is why I think having acting classes, fine. Acting coaches are out there. They're great at what they do. We need to work with those acting coaches. But here's a few warnings, just a few warnings. There's a huge, I think, overemphasis on the performance aspect of things, the performance side of things, to the detriment of the first 3 or 4 building blocks, the mindsets, the business, the processes, the marketing, things like that. If you neglect those things, doesn't matter how good your performance is, you won't stay in business long unless you're a unicorn, unless you're a person that's just simply so good that you can fail at all the other things and you're just so good that people will hire you. That's a very small amount of people. Let's see here. VO performance coaches I think are getting rich on selling what I would call the VO dream. There are very few upper echelon dream jobs out there to be had, and there are very few actors that are able to land those dream jobs. It's a very, very small minority, and that's why they call it kind of winning the lottery. Lastly, I made $1,286,000 the last 4 years in VO doing a handful of jobs that required any kind of real acting. 99.9% of my jobs were just me being a good me. I've never had one single second of acting coaching. You could probably tell if you've heard me act. Am I an anomaly? Well, maybe, but I just wonder if those warnings don't need to be heeded a little bit more. Performance is critical, don't get me wrong. But always remember what logically sits at the bottom and what logically sits at the top. And that's where your emphasis needs to be. Especially those 4 bottom. Then you can work on the top 3.
Well, thanks for bringing those to us. We appreciate that. If you have any questions about how Dad runs his business or how I run my business, which is very similar to how he runs his business, go figure, feel free to ask us. You can do that. We're pretty much an open book. We've done a lot of Todd's Tips in the past. If you want to check those out and you're new to the channel or you're not new to the channel, you can go to our Todd's Tip playlist on our YouTube channel here at VO Marketing Pro. We appreciate you stopping by if you're new. Like I said, snoop around if you'd like. If you're someone who's been around here for a while, we appreciate you stopping by too. So anyway, hope you had a good week. We're going to move into our numbers after this video so you can hear how our weeks went. And then, see what happens with that. So take care and we'll see you later.
Thanks a lot for joining me for Todd's Tips. And if you'd like more information about VO Marketing Pro or anything else related to VO, the links are listed here.